All right. So, what do you think, Brian, is gonna happen to Tesla over the
Oh,
next
it's
few
so
days?
dark.
Well, I prefer to keep it dark.
Okay, well, I don't know if anyone would watch a video instead of just listening to an audio if they
Yeah,
can't
it's
see
just
us.
like an audio. It's
I
late at night and I'm sleepy. So,
well, it's kind of creepy.
well, I don't want to put on bright lights. I mean, I can
Just
put
put
some.
on that little light
Okay,
over there.
okay,
Put on where we
okay.
can see. Say hi, Skylar. Say hello. Can you say hi? No. No.
Okay. All right. So it's the day of reckoning is coming. It's like today is when today was what, Tuesday. So we got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and possibly Monday. And let's see what happens. But I've been looking at Tesla chart and I've been comparing it to Tesla chart, Bitcoin chart, Qualcomm chart, and they're striking similarities. And I'll show you some of the YouTube, not the YouTube, some of the market smith thing. Tesla right now is forming a wedge pattern right here, and it's like a very, very miniature cup kind of a formation over the last 6 or 7 days. The volume is kind of drying down, and I think the moving averages are all aligned. It's getting support on 10 exponential moving average.
Mm-hmm.
See, it did not even, the stock is so strong that it did not even touch 21
You
exponential
do
moving average.
realize that nobody can see what you're.
Yeah, I know. I haven't figured out how to share the charts, but I mean, what I'm telling is kind of priceless information. So, I mean, I don't need to demonstrate charts, but so, and it's about 109% over the 200-day moving average. So, as I had stated earlier, typically it does not top until it reaches about 190, 198% over 200-day moving average. So how high could the stock go? What do you think?
I've said all along 720.
Okay, 720. So 720 is your target and it's like 633. So how high are you looking at? About, you're looking at 13 or 14% upside from here. Is
I
that
think
right?
that's reasonable.
Okay. I think it's gonna have much more upside. I'm looking at a minimum of 50% upside from here. So that would get me to 949. I think 1000 is pretty doable.
I don't know. I mean, you have to remember that the stock wasn't even trading at 1,000 this time last year, nowhere close before the split. I mean, you're not factoring that. So there's no support. I mean, there's no foundation for the thing to shoot off that high. I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion. But I think from where it's been and how it's historically moved this time of year, that's a reasonable assessment.
720 is that what you're saying? Is a
That's
reasonable
what I
assessment?
think is reasonable.
Well,
I mean, obviously, it's fine to be wrong,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I
you want to
mean,
have more of an upside. If you're wrong,
like I
think of
said
it.
the other day, I think that if people overshoot, it's like if you overestimate, then you lose the game.
Well,
It's better.
let's see what happens. They're trying to shake off everybody by trying to sell it off a little bit after hours, probably pre-market tomorrow. Who knows?
Who is they?
There's like hedge funds, institutions,
But
like trading.
I do think, and the biggest thing that gets me is you gotta sell Friday.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I'm selling on Friday.
You can sell on Friday.
Definitively.
I may or may not. I'm not saying yes or no because I'm keeping a very, very open mind about this.
I'm pretty determined because the bottom line is I don't have anything to lose. Um, I would rather miss out than to lose it all. So
That's reasonable.
I've decided Friday I want out of this. I'm not going to be spending the weekend stressing over it. I think nobody else is going to want to do that either. So they're all going to sell it off and do so before the new year.
It
That's what I think.
well, there's a huge difference between selling it on Friday and selling before
There
the new
really
year.
isn't because you've got all those holidays in there. It joins S&P on Friday. After that, everyone's
No,
gonna
it
cut
is
their
not.
losses and go.
No, it's not as simple as that. I
And take
totally.
their gains and go.
Uh,
I do think, and if you overcomplicate it and if you overanalyze it, it's going to come back to haunt you. It always does.
well, it's never come back to haunt me. I've made tons of money in this stock, so it's not like I've lost money in this stock. So
Well, we've all lost money. We've all made money.
yeah, we've made
But
far more than we've
we've,
lost. So
but what I'm saying is that there's no reason to hang on to it past Friday. I mean, if you're gonna want to go back in, you can go back in later. But at the same time, this is a good stopping point. It's a don't try to outsmart what we know is gonna happen.
well, no,
I don't
I'm
want to look at this. You can look at the video.
no. What I'm trying to tell you is you got to keep an open mind. You can't just be closed-minded at this time. That saying I'm going to sell it on Friday at the close or near the close, no matter what. What makes you so certain that that's the top? Okay, imagine a scenario. Hi, index funds can buy 3 days before, after. Yeah, right. Can happen doesn't mean it's not going to happen. If it's going to go down on Friday, exactly. So imagine a scenario. The thing is that they're keeping a very tight lid on Tesla. By they, I again mean institutions like hedge funds with deep pockets, like billions, if not trillions of dollars. So, I mean, retail investors don't have a chance in a prayer. So, retail investors are just along for the ride. They don't cause us dent, not even in 1 minute of trading. So, they are keeping a close tie lid on it until Tuesday. Let's see what happens Wednesday, tomorrow. So it's right that index funds can start buying 3 days before or after. Technically, the inclusion on S&P 500 is at the open on Monday, December 21st. Now they all assume that all the buying is going to be at in the last hour of Friday with quadruple witching, and it's going to be market on close order for majority of institutions. Imagine a scenario that Tesla does not rally big. Maybe tomorrow they still keep a tight lid on it, or it just moves up a couple of percentage points and starts moving up on Thursday, but a big move comes on Friday and then everybody scrambles to buy it. There's no guarantee that the buyers and sellers are going to definitely match. All the orders are going to be matched at market on close. What if there's more buying demand than selling demand? It spills over in after hours action, and then pre-market it opens up, gaps up, and goes higher, and then they sell
Okay,
it off.
well, you're just writing a screenplay instead of just looking at complete. We're describing a complex scenario instead of just looking at Friday. We just need to sell it, especially if we had stock. I might agree with you, but there is no reason to be in a risk-taking position. Furthermore, I mean, it's just overcomplicated.
No, not at all. I'm considering hypothetical scenarios.
Yeah, but
It's
that's where we get into trouble, is when we speculate to the point that we come up with so many different
No, I'm
scenarios.
not. I'm not worried about it. I'm not too
So
worried about
I'm
speculation.
I'm selling Friday. I've made up my mind, and I will best of luck to you if you hold Monday. And that's,
Thank you.
that's your
I'm not saying that I'll hold Monday.
that
I'm
is
just saying
your
I'll keep.
decision. It's
Yeah.
not mine, but this is one time where I'm going to make my own decision, and I'm going to sell Friday.
That sounds great. That's not a problem. If it does hit 1K per share. What do you think is a reasonable bottom? Who knows? You can't really. You got to keep a very open.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just think that there's going to be a super intraday high on Friday, and then it's just like we'll hit it and then it'll sell off. That's what I think is going to happen.
I disagree, but that's fine. That's what makes a market. I mean, if everybody agrees on the market, there would be no buyers or sellers. Everybody
Am
would
I
be arguing.
usually right?
That doesn't mean that I just disregard the
I
obvious.
asked if I was usually right.
You're always right and I'm always wrong. So, but who
I
makes the
didn't
most
say
money?
you're
But
always wrong. I
but-
said I'm usually right. That's because I don't play.
no, but what I'm saying is I'm looking at the technicals, and the technicals are pointing that
I
the
don't want to.
yeah, I mean the
But
technicals
this
are
doesn't mean anything to me,
okay. Well,
and nobody
fine.
else can see it.
All right. Well, anyway. All right. Shall we end it this stream then?
Who is this person? Okay, so you answer his question.
Well, what is a reasonable bottom? So you got to keep an open mind. There could be multiple scenarios that could happen. Tesla could go the way of Qualcomm in 1999, and Qualcomm basically peaked on January 3rd, 2000, and then it was downhill from there. Bitcoin peaked, I think, December 18, 2017, and then it was downhill from there. Uh, Taser peaked sometime in 2004. I forgot the month, like May or something. It was downhill from there. So, I mean, Tesla, the company, clearly believes that their stock is overvalued. Elon Musk said so much in his own words, and they have been selling their stock in three different secondaries this year. There was secondary in February of 2020, there was a secondary in July, and then there was a secondary most recently. Don't you think good execution next year will counteract any of this? Yeah, I mean, sure it can. I'm not a bear on Tesla by any means. I'm not predicting that Tesla is going to go down the tube forever. It could play out a scenario like Nvidia did in December 2017. It went up big time. Everybody thought it was going to go down the tubes. It did not. It had a correction in December and January. Then it went sideways and then it kept on going up. So Tesla is like Apple or Amazon. Is there's nothing written in stone that Tesla is going to go down the tube the way of Qualcomm or Bitcoin or Taser. It could be like an Apple or Amazon and or Nvidia and could keep on grinding higher. And there might be like shakeouts, temporary shakeouts, and then it will again go up. Tesla's fundamentals are amazing; they're flawless. Uh, yeah, that's right. I agree with you. There are too many people who have made easy money. That's what concerns me the most from a contrarian standpoint, because on Twitter I've seen like people putting on XYZ amounts of money that they have made, and then there are people extrapolating that in 2025 I'll have X amount of money, or in 2030, hi sweetheart, 2030 I'll have so much money. So market never gives you easy money, especially when you see it coming. So so you got to be real careful. So I'm gonna keep a very open mind. I mean, there's tons of ways of making money in Tesla, and you don't have to have a rigid point of view and just think that there's only one outcome. There could be multiple outcomes on various time frames. But all I'm saying is that at this point, with the sentiment, yes, because
What is it?
all I'm saying is that at this point, with the sentiment being overly exuberant, and I admit I could be wrong too. I mean, the stock might just keep on going up, or the stock may stop dead in its track. On who knows?
Could go sideways.
I mean, who knows? I mean,
But
yeah.
at the same time, I just say for me, I don't want to take any chances. The stock has been bipolar enough, and I want to have a good Christmas, and I don't want to be worried about it.
Okay, sounds good. Well, fair.
So that's my prerogative.
yeah.
We've made a good amount. We have a lot to be grateful for, and I'm not wanting to be in a position to where I feel sad about it later. So I really genuinely
Thank you.
feel
You're welcome, and good luck with your grades too. So, yeah.
I genuinely feel too that there's going to be some interesting things coming for 2021.
Yeah. All right.
And so,
What interesting things? Like, what are you alluding
I
to?
think that there will be some new opportunities with the new year and with administration change. And so there's just going to be some cool things to watch for.
Yeah.
I do, and I especially from some technology standpoint, and just what could come IPO, and so I think those are interesting opportunities. That's all.
Okay.
So
Well,
this just says blue sweeps in it.
blue sweep, and the blue is like Democrats. So Democrats will take the Senate. I mean, I don't know. I don't keep up with politics. So whoever wins, it doesn't matter to me. We'll just trade the stock market. That's what.
I do think, and our babies are crying, but I do think a recession is coming heavily, and there's going to be.
No, we are just coming out of the recession. I mean, with the COVID ending, there's going to be economic activity like will take
I
off.
don't know. I think that there's going to be some serious backlash from this, and there's going to have to be a state of bankruptcy.
Well, we'll talk about it some other time. All right, take care. Bye. Bye.
I do.